right, good morning to you, and thank you for tuning in, and thank you for joining us this great Monday morning today, the 30th of June, 2025. By the way, the last day in the month of June 2025, we're grateful for the gift of life and, of course, for strength given to us by God. We say thank you to our Creator for that. This is 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, and your state number one family radio station. A radio station dedicated to give you wholesome programming for holistic living and also connecting and impacting our world through inspired content for purpose realization and fulfillment. We don't just give you content to listen to and enjoy. Rather, all our programs, all our content basically are designed to uplift you, body, soul, and spirit, and also, connect you to, the central point where we all draw, strength from, and reminding you all the time that you deserve something great, even on radio. Welcome to the program today. My name is Ayo Emmanuel-Ojo, and I welcome you to Perspectives Unlimited, the show where we go beyond the headlines, we go beneath the surface and into the heart of issues, shaping our communities and our nation. And of course, on every episode, we ask the questions that matter, and not just what is happening, but why, how, and what it means for you. From policies to politics, culture to conscience, and facts to feelings, Perspectives Unlimited brings you diverse voices, honest analysis, and fresh angles, all in the pursuit of truth, clarity, and constructive conversation. So let's buckle up. Your perspective is about, to be heard again this morning on the program. My name is Ayo. Once again, right here this morning, we have the Punch newspaper, and of course, we have the Guardian newspaper right in the studio. We will be reading from the two dailies. We take the front pages first, and right after that, we dive straight into in-depth analysis as our in-house analyst and news editor, Chukwemeka Munachiso, is also right here in the studio to help us make sense of all of the stories this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back in a moment. Welcome back to the program. On the Punch newspaper, on page 21, this morning, Hurricane Tinubu, APC launches fresh moves to pull 5 governors. We have that on page 21 of the Punch for today. And moving on to the second and final story on the Punch newspaper's front page. Okay, not the final though, one more to go. Wike versus Makinde, tension mount as PDP holds NEC meeting today. BOT announces emergency meeting ahead of dispute. NEC APC mocks PDP, says party is dead. And finally, on the Punch, Abia State publishes 2024 audited financial report on page 29 and page 31. You find that on the Punch for today. Let's move on to the Guardian newspaper for today. On the Guardian newspaper for today, published today, Monday, 30th of June, we have just one story here. Old rivalries hobble PDP's lifeline, NEC meeting. You have that on page 6. And of course, finally, let's go straight to the Vanguard online today to see some of the stories that we have on the Vanguard online for this morning. PDP crisis, factions hold parallel NEC meetings. Insecurity, no insurgent group is more powerful than Nigeria Armed Forces, says Brigadier General. Africa's biggest consumer goods manufacturers in Nigeria. That's a report. You find that on the Vanguard this morning. Electricity, 7 million consumer. No respite for 7 million consumer despite 1.5 trillion spent on metering. Inability to act as provider causes mental health crisis in men, says Dawn. I will publicly endorse who I believe should succeed me, says Governor Sule. Lagos pastor missing for 3 weeks, no ransom demanded. That's coming from the wife. That's a sad story there. And that's all we can take this morning on the front page. Remember, the top story on the Punch. APC launches fresh move to pull 5 governors. Wike versus Makinde. Tension mount as PDP holds NEC meeting today. You find that on the Punch newspaper. Thank you for tuning in once again, up and early, to join us as we discuss Nigeria, our nation. You can watch us on Facebook, facebook.com/Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, Wells Radio 893 FM fan page. And of course, you can also watch us on our YouTube platform, Wells Radio 89.3 FM on YouTube. Join the conversation and let's talk about our nation, Nigeria. Remember, you can also stream us live from anywhere in the world on our website, www.wellsradio893.com, and also find us on Radio Garden and other streaming platforms with the name Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Chukwuemeka Munachiso joins me in the studio this morning to talk about Nigeria. Again, good morning, Chukwuemeka.
Good morning, Ayo.
Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. Okay. So let me hear you again. Good morning, Chukwuemeka.
Good morning, Ayo.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well.
And how was your weekend?
It was fine.
Oh, great. The rain is down again. Yeah. By the way, what's up with your farm?
Well,
oh, yes. I've been missing that. I've been wanting to ask you.
You know why?
With your newfound love.
You know why I stopped talking about it? It was that caterpillar descended on what we planted and ate up a lot of things. You know, but I didn't know it was during that time when there was no rain. Caterpillar descended on some of the crops we planted and ate them up. But since the rain came down, they have stopped. So the leaves are coming up again. So I don't know whether I was asking somebody over the week whether it was the heat that brought the caterpillar or it was the rain that made them to go away, because they've stopped the attack on all the crops. You know, and that's why I don't know. Some people didn't have good yield, and we hope that the second planting will be better, because the first planting didn't do well at all.
All right. Well, all the best. All the best. All the best to you. Agriculture is beautiful, and I think
beautiful. How I wish you would engage in it.
I mean, I'm trying to consider.
You know, one
right
thing,
now.
It's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in the farm, I feel all these depressing stories about Nigeria goes off my brain. You know, because I touch the earth, I touch. I mean,
you know
plants.
that I planted aloe vera.
I do. Yes, I know. I
just like that one. I like it that way. I enjoy watching it grow. You know, because you know, when I pluck some of them and then say in another 1 month or two, you just see them. They are back again, bright and vibrant.
I will give you some seedlings. I will give you some seedlings so that you will plant.
I mean, I should start that way, you know, before going fully into. Let's start small. The young shall grow. All right, that's a way to start this morning. So let's remind ourselves that we can feed ourselves. Really.
We can, even if you can't feed the nation.
Even if you can't
feed
the nation, yes, you can feed yourself. Yesterday, Chukwuemeka, before we get into the stories of the day. You know, just a moment in my feelings, and then everything about Nigeria. Like you always say, when we're away, you know, especially from Fridays, off the perspective. I mean, you are still here on the round table on Saturday. I just thought about everything Nigeria, and I can only but think about praying for this nation, to be honest. I was at an event on Saturday. I didn't conduct an official vox pop, but a group of people where everyone then at some point need to say something about Nigeria. And it's very painful, Chukwemeka, that Nigerians are not saying something great about Nigeria. In fact, it feels like a lot of Nigerians, are just hanging in there as to, I don't know what tomorrow will be like, but hope is not in the picture.
It's not.
After that, event, I stumbled on a video, and then just a while ago, I asked you about what's going on in Burkina Faso, and why do the citizens believe so much
in their leader,
in their current leader, even though military. I watched a documentary of a YouTuber that went to Burkina Faso to speak to the citizens there. Some of them every night, would go to the street leading to the president's villa to sleep over just to secure their president. They tell you they want to protect their president. Nothing must happen to the president. The YouTuber went to the university campus, spoke with students, and you can see life, you can see hope. And of course, if you study the history of Burkina Faso, just before the current president, we all know that war in Burkina Faso, hunger in the land, economic issues, and all of that. And just in a very short time, I think the current president came up in 2022, if I'm not mistaken now. So it's less than 5 years. And how did everything change all of a sudden? I want us to talk about the hopelessness that Nigerians are, experiencing right now, and how we can. Yes, I know that the president and his team would come out and say things are changing on paper, but I call it on paper because so far so good, not so much can you see on ground, as direct reflection on the citizen. But in Burkina Faso, it's almost the same thing still. The president is doing a lot of work, yes, but can you tell that it's already cascading down to the people? Not exactly, but the people seem to understand the process. They seem carried along in the process and still believe in that process. What makes Nigeria different from Burkina Faso?
Thank you very much, Ayo, for that. It is something that bothers a lot of people. You understand? And Burkina Faso, you just mentioned, is one good example. When a man comes to power and his agenda is about the people we know. When you come to power just to fulfill a bucket list of your ambition in life, people we know. There is no way you are going to. People are not animals. There is no way they will not know who loves them and who don't even care about them. They know. So Burkina Faso young man came up, and he did a lot of. He has made some mistakes. Yes, he's human, but the people saw in him that determination to change the narrative of that country. And the people gathered around him. I saw a similar thing many, many years ago when I was a child. But let me tell you something. The case of Nigeria has, at times I ask myself, has this country crashed? Honestly speaking. Because anywhere you turn to, you see hopelessness like you just said. People, even those who are working, are not happy. Those who are not working are not happy. Everything about imagine the situation where we are right now. 2027 is still how many years away? And all the pages of newspapers are talking about 2027. Oh, we do this, hurricane this thing. Oh, we do this. Oh, we do that. We bring these people in. There's nothing again about governance. How do you expect the people to love such a country? Go to beer parlors, my brother. Go to the main roads during weekends. You see where people are throwing their misery into bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles. People are doing something ordinary they will not do because they are so frustrated. And we have this racketeering group that we call I call them racketeers because if they are not racketeers, the leadership is about people. People, making people happy. Why are we happy? We're not happy. A woman went to market and came back home and was lamenting. He said he went home. He went to market with 20,000. Say 20,000. He went with 2,000. He came back home and was lamenting with children all over the place. And you begin to wonder. And we read in the papers what our leaders are doing. How will people of Nigeria be happy about their country? That's why I believe in the power of prayer. I'm a Christian apologist. But if prayer works when you are walking, what? And my grouse with church leaders, faith leaders, is that why are they not speaking up? Why are they so mute? Why are they so silent? Why are they hiding in their houses of silence, keeping quiet over the and you are pretending over people every Sunday, every weekdays. People gather in the church. My church last month, I don't know who donated bags of rice. People were, and they announced, if you know you cannot come to the place and no, they didn't make an announcement. They shared to a lot of people. Everybody. They gathered everybody. They put two Congos in a. Okay, why should the church be doing that if things are moving well and our leaders are moving up and down, taking off 2027? And do you know what baffles me? Because they have written God off. They don't believe. What if you are planning for 2027 and don't even see 2026? They are not even bothered about that.
I mean, this is June 2025.
And
they
already
have another 2026.
No. What
before
if
2027?
No. What if you don't live to even see the end of 2025? At times I begin to wonder. Maybe if God is a Nigerian, I would say that maybe they have gone to consult God, and God will tell them, "I don't worry, you live to 2027." They are not making any plans for Nigerians, and the people are suffering. People are suffering. If you go to the bus stop, if you go to places where people sit with them and hear conversations, you will know that it will only take a miracle, honestly speaking. And Nigerians love their country. If a good leader emerges in this country, forget. Nigerians, this thing we talk of Muslim, Christian, everything will fizzle out. Because poverty has no tribe. Poverty has no ethnicity. He has no religion. A poor man here is a poor man everywhere. And they are all... but the worst of all is that Nigerians don't seem to understand that, look, the decisions we are making today will determine, because elections have consequences. If you vote with your stomach, you will pay dearly for it. Burkina Faso is, the young guy there is doing something good for what is leadership if not about the people? How many Nigerians will come out today and line up and be clapping for our leaders? How many people? Nobody. Because they are going through the crucible. And I still believe that if you are implementing a policy that is not working, there is a need to rethink. Go to the drawing board, because it's about people. Leadership is about people. If people are complaining, then you have to look at what you are doing that is making them to complain. But here, it is not about whether you like it or not. We are coming back. 2027, everything is about. I begin to ask myself, don't we have times table again? Because I know before, in the days gone by, in the years gone by, INEC has a template whereby there is a ban on politicking, but now it's like there's no ban again on anything. Anybody can be. In fact, on my way home, you see billboards talking about 2027, and we are in 2025. We have not. Now it's no longer about scorecard. What is your scorecard? Before it was about scorecard. Right. Parties will be looking at, we have done this. Now nobody is talking of what you have done. It's a must that we must come back in 2027. Not about scorecard again. Where are we going to in this country? Everybody is feeling the heat. Nobody is happy. Nobody is happy.
All right. To our leaders this morning, I believe it's not too early to, speak to our leaders today. Nigerians are not smiling. Yes, we have a lot that can benefit us, both with, natural resources, human resources. Nigerians travel outside Nigeria and they make the best of whatever role you give to them. Nigerians go abroad and study, and then they make the best of it, whether young, mid-age, old. You see that Nigerians are thriving. All that we're left with is for our leaders, to give us the best and give us their attention and give us all that we desire. We have a call on the line. Let's speak to this caller. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. All right, please do call us back. It is well with our nation, Nigeria. I want to encourage us today not to give up on Nigeria, really.
No, Ayo, we can't give up. There's no giving up on your
country. That's it, Chukwemeka, because what you see now, if you go to the immigrations, you see
it's
crowd.
A scramble. Yes, everybody's leaving.
And sometimes I just feel like it should bother us. Where's everybody running to, really? Hello, good morning. Good morning to you.
I'm on to Wells Radio.
Yes, Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Your name and where you're calling us from?
All right, would just like to make my contribution. See, the people get the kind of leadership they deserve. They are biblical ASOS among the electorates. They mortgage their destiny just for a plate of soup, just for 5,000 that elections day. Divide 5,000 by 365 or 366 days. So the people are not united in their struggle for emancipation and liberation. That is the point. It takes two to tango. Meanwhile, the oligarchy, as they are called, they like the followership to be tied to their apron strings, and they would divide them in order to rule them perpetually. So it's a case of present continuous poverty, and until poverty and corruption are both eradicated, there may not be a light at the end of the tunnel. And what is that dark tunnel we're talking about? It is self-afflicted tunnel. That is why, the Qataris are coming. They will never come. Remember, the Kingdom of United Arab Emirates came to Nigeria to borrow $10,000 sometime in 1982, but we refused it. But they are far better than us now. So Nigeria's case is that of restoration of lost glory. We don't have any business with poverty. Get the international police involved.
Oh, we lost that call. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your comment. I believe it's also a charge again to remind us of where we're coming from and then where we're going to. Nigeria is a great nation, whether we like it or not. It is for us to, bring back that old glory. But the question is, are we all ready? Because again, the leaders also come from the followers. So at some point, some followers would have to step up to the leadership role. What do you make of it? Will you make a change? Because already, Chukwemeka, it feels like everyone is just waiting for a piece of the national cake.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
It is my time, yes. I then go in there and then take my share.
You know what I'm looking at? We need a complete, when there's when engine knocks, you go to where they will dismantle everything. This country needs total reorientation. Our value system. No,
who is going to do that?
No, we have to.
We have to. And that's the issue. Are we ready?
Some hunger, starvation, poverty, deprivation will lead us into it. You understand? Because the crop of leaders we've been having in the country, they are nothing to write home about. They have no stake here. Now, one of the governors in the North Central said he built a very big hospital. He's not having issue with his EFCC. And he wants to travel abroad for medical treatment. Why can't you use the hospital that you claim you built? You understand what I'm saying? Nigeria, because the worst of the problem we have in this country is ethnicity and religion. They will continue to use it to divide the people. And the people are so gullible. Nigerians are so gullible that even when you are making sense and you don't belong to their own religion, they hate you. And you are talking about the well-being of everybody, they hate you. And they say, it's because it's against our religion. And you are saying something that will benefit everybody, or it's because it's not from our tribe. That's why I tell you that we have three thieves. My thief, your thief, and their thief. In Nigeria, my thief will steal. I will defend him. Their thief will steal. Those people from that area will defend their own. Our thief will steal. We defend our thief. But if we had a country,
let's take this. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, West Radio.
Yes, good morning. That's Mr. George from Ologweru.
Yes, this is Mr. George from Ologweru.
All right, thank you so much.
Chukwemeka, you have just given the right answer to what is worrying us. It is tribal settlement and religion. And I don't see us moving out of it now because we are not even on the way to living that settlement. And it's not going to do us any good if we continue to think of this issue of my person, my own, and we are not thinking of the generality of Nigeria. That is one of the problems we are having. Some 2-3 weeks ago, they reduced the price of fuel. And we were discussing, and somebody was saying that the reduction is another ladder to climb above what we are already buying it for. And it happened exactly that way. Go and buy fuel now. Now, we are buying 9.25, 9.35 and so on. No, we are buying fuel now above 1,000 naira. If you want to know, look at what they are selling to you and the number of liters that you are going to see in the pump. At the same time, or you want to carry 4-liter keg of petrol. Go and buy with 4-liter keg. you will see the level of what you have in your case. And we are praising this man. Some people are praising him that he is the best, that we are moving out of our problems. We are not deceiving ourselves. If we don't correct these things now, there's no how we are going to fight this fight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. Thank you so much. Usually on Perspective, we take the calls after 7 a.m. But I mean, this morning we just need to call ourselves to that very honest roundtable and then talk about how we are truly feeling as a people. And then how many more days do we have? If 2027 is still 2 years away.
And we're already here.
This is June 2025, and we're talking about everything 2027. The energy we're getting from the leadership is as though all our attention is towards the, election that would come in 365 times 2, plus the remaining 6 months in the year. Then it should bother all of us.
They are scared. What I see in all of this is fear. Fear of losing leadership, fear of losing position is fear. Because if you like I said, during all the past dispensations and the administration, you discover that politicians were coming with their scorecard. Yes, we have built schools, we have electrified these areas, but there's nothing like that. All we are hearing is that, we must, defection here and there. What for?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
Olusegun calling from Ring Road, Ibadan.
Olusegun from Ring Road. Good to have you.
Yes. From time immemorial, the society has been stratified based on class and income. You notice why there's agitation for self-determination? It's because some people feel they are disenfranchised and marginalized. You see, the nation, I'm not accusing anybody. What I'm saying, the context nation is that we should create a level playing ground whereby everyone will be a stakeholder, the dividends of democracy. Is either you're living this now or you are merely existing. The middle class has been. So why won't there be agitation? But the political class, they are posing existential threat to the citizenry. Do you know why? They are stoking and fanning the embers of discord and overeating the body. Why? They have stolen our national patrimony. And if you foment trouble, you burn tires, you riot, they will make a way. How? They have their own aircraft parked at airports, tarmac. So they want to write off that bill. So let us keep them engaged. Let us keep behaving as if we are docile until the day that monkey will go to market and never return. There will be a colossus that will destroy them. So the best thing you can do is get your voters card and be ready from that 27 to strip them naked. Where? At the market square.
Thank you so much.
What do you think would have happened if Dino Melai walked out and they formed a coalition where there was a live telecast right there? When the drum beat changes, the dance step could change. The bovas or whatever they call it, losers, stopped walking. So they could have formed a coalition right there. Where is Dino Melai now? I just know you are anointed. Let him come out now. He wanted to beat somebody, and you know who. So history must not be written off in Nigeria. They are trying to replace it with civics. So at the end of the day,
thank you so much, Mr. Lucia. Thank you
There's
so much.
Political vacuum now because you have two types of character: the charismatic leader, and that is autocratic and totalitarian, like Mussolini says. So the choice before us is to be informed, uninformed, or disinformed. Choose between that, but the nature of Nigeria, the bane of Nigeria still remains the same. We are not proactive. We cry over stories and we forget so easily. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Olusegun. Thank you for your call. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we look at stories from The Punch and other dailies. Stay with us.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on this website websites www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, 0707-338-4828, SEC 0209-462-1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
Give your child the gift of excellence at Juniors International School, Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Are you searching for a school where top quality education meets care, love, and safety? A school where skilled professionals ignite young minds in an environment that stimulates learning, creativity, and moral growth? Do you desire a school that offers rich academic curricula designed to prepare your child for local and international examinations, opening doors to future success both within and outside Nigeria? At Juniors International School, we don't just educate, we discover and nurture each child's unique aptitude while molding them into highly productive global citizens driven by godly principles. Join us on the journey of raising tomorrow's leaders. Admission test into pre-nursery to year 5 holds on Friday, 1st August 2025. Venue, Juniors International School, Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Time 9 a.m. Admission forms are available online at www.juniorsinternationalschool.com or at the school premises. Juniors International School, Center of Excellence.
Wells Radio, 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
Welcome back to the program Perspectives Unlimited on 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio and your state number one family radio station. Wike versus Makinde, tension mount as PDP holds NEC meeting today. As the crisis within the PDP deepens over the position of the National Secretary and disputed 100th National Executive Committee meeting scheduled for Monday, which is today, a major showdown appears imminent as party leaders are at odds with rival factions planning to hold a separate NEC and National Caucus meeting today in Abuja. Credible sources who spoke on the condition of anonymity due to lack of authorization to speak on the matter told The Punch that rival factions were actively mobilizing and preparing to attend the separate meetings. A reliable party source said the Board of Trustees were also scheduled to meet today amid the ongoing turmoil. News correspondent gathered on Saturday afternoon in Wandata. Acting National Chairman Umar Damagum, embattled National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, National Organizing Secretary, Umar Batul, the National Legal Advisor, Kamaldeen Ajibade SAN, Vice Chairman Northwest, Bello Gawazo, and 2 other members of the National Working Committee met and reaffirmed their position that an expanded National Caucus meeting should be held instead of the NEC meeting. Chukwemeka, the crisis in the PDP has deepened as factions clash over the position of the National Secretary and the planned 100th National Executive Committee meeting to hold today in Abuja. Now, 2 opposing camps, one backing the National Secretary, Setonji Kachuedo, and the other supporting the embattled Senator Samuel Anyanwu, they have scheduled separate NEC and caucus meeting, causing confusion within the party. While one party supports governors like Seyi Makinde and Ademola Adeleke, and they insist on the NEC meeting should go ahead as planned, another group led by the former Rivers State Governor Wike is pushing Anyanwu's restatement and a postponement of the meeting. Although a fact-finding committee confirmed that INEC still recognized Anyanwu as the electoral, as the leader, the electoral body declined to approve the NEC notification, citing procedural issues. Meanwhile, a press statement by the PDP spokesperson claiming INEC can't interfere in party affairs as disowned by the acting chairman Umar Damagu, who called it premature and unapproved. This morning, another story saying APC launches fresh move to pull 5 governors. Yet in between all of that, it's not even seeming as though PDP is getting any form of stability whatsoever. Like we said when we started the show, it's 2025. All of this obviously is still in connection to 2027. But what is politics in Nigeria without the political party? So we can't do without talking about it.
Yes.
So let me get your view.
Yes, but let me tell you something.
matter.
I'm looking at it from a different perspective, in the sense that what is happening in PDP and other political parties is also beginning to take root in APC, which over the week,
Abdullahi Ganduje.
Yes, kissed the canvas, and many speculations were rife. It was pushed out, and we are going to see a lot of it in the months ahead, because what we play here is patronage politics, and what is happening in PDP is not new, because all the parties, look at all the political parties, the ruling party allegedly may not want other parties to actually present a common front. You understand? And what you make happen in other parties is also taking root right now in APC. We don't have, I keep saying it, Ayo, we don't have political parties. There is lack of clear ideological demarcation among parties. They don't even have anyone. So you have people who gather for the sake of. Okay.
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Yes,
Thank you for joining us.
Calling from Malakia.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, sir. To me, I don't see any opposition party that can dislodge this APC come 2027, because the selfish interests will make them put aside their differences. And this is really taking us to one-party state. So, which I believe we Nigerians should be more wiser now to vote for personality and not political party. If you don't want this issue to continue. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
We are what Ruth is saying about one-party state. We will never have one-party state in Nigeria. You know why? What I am even advocating for is, had it been we have independent candidacy. Had it been it is in our constitution to have an independent person coming out to vie, it will be better. Because Nigerians have lost interest in APC. They have lost interest in PDP. They have lost interest in.
I think that individual, candidacy is part of the, conversation to come around the constitutional
reform.
Hopefully, it's going to make way.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
yes.
But do you think this crop of politicians would make
no,
it?
they won't.
See
They
the light
won't.
today?
They won't, because they know that they are deficit in character. You understand? So whatever is happening to imagine if we have a political party. The likes of Wike will still be in a political party and still be seen to be working against the party. That's why I say we don't have a political party. Political party, their ideologies, their rules, their do's and don'ts we must not do. But what we have are people who gather together for the sake of getting power. When they get power, they don't even know what to do with the power. It's when they get the power, they now begin to say, okay, what do we do with this? That's why
power.
we are in a mess. There's no political party.
Let's open the phone lines quickly. The calls are already tripping in. For those who do not have it, 0916 893 1000 and 0915 334 893. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Ayo.
Good morning, Mr. Tony from
My name
Oluyole.
is Tony from Oluyole.
Good morning, sir.
The independent candidate, how would that ballot look like? Because I would like to contest for presidents. Ayo will contest, or Kuyomi will contest, Emeka will contest. Then we have millions of people. Let us see the way we can strengthen these political parties. Let people be interested and really join right from their walls. You see, it has to be kind of a pushover. A lot of us have a
Hello, good morning.
analyze and talk about it, and we are not really taking the action that will make us to change this party. Like what the maker is saying here, there is no party in Nigeria. Everybody is just looking for a platform. Even there is going to be pollution, even in the APC, as everybody is moving there. Because when it comes to even taking the ticket, those who are already there and those who are moving in, they have a clash. You see now, okay, for example, the secretary, they want to remove the secretary, they want to remove the vice president. There is still going to be a serious skirmish along ahead the time. Everything will settle down with time. Let us see and wait what will happen. There is no party in Nigeria, the only interested platform. Here people just go to satisfy their own selfish interests. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
So
Mr. Tony.
you cannot clean the audience table within the existing parties. Everything must be dissolved. Parties are formed when people will gather together. They will have an ideology. They will have faith in their party, and nobody will own a party. A party where somebody, do you know what it means in a democracy? Do you know it's an aberration to endorse a human being in a...
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Sorry, Chukwemeka. Good morning to you.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. All right, please use your alternative line, 0915 333 893. 0915 333 893. That's the alternative line.
So, do you know what it means to endorse in a democracy where you have to come from? You present yourself, people will look at you. Okay, what are you offering? Other interest groups will come. There will be, you will slug it out. Give us what you want to do, but you endorse another human being and say that's to me is I said it the other time as last week, is an enthronement of personal absolutism. That you are all and all. That there's nobody that knows it better than you. It's not done in democracy.
Let's look at
that's why the other man called, let there be a level playing field. Come to the table with what you want to do for Nigeria. Let another person come also, because people have bought a party. You don't buy parties in a real sense of, if there's a political party, everybody is equal in a political party. My mother was a member of a political party in the former many years ago. She comes home with her party card. The money they contribute, nobody. But today, somebody will come and buy a party, finance the party, bring money for the party, do everything the party individuals must do. So who will come and challenge him? Nobody. So we don't have political parties. Thank God, our INEC man, he went to Ghana to, I don't know what he went to do in Ghana about electoral something, and came back and was telling Nigerians that in Ghana he saw that people were members of a political party for 30, 25 years because they believe in the ideology of the party. What ideologies do our political parties have? Nothing. All about money. More money, more money. That's why people are defecting. That's why I was talking with with a woman over the week. Do you know what? So when it comes to people moving from party to party, do you know what the woman said? He said, "Waka waka politicians."
I want us to look at the basis of the loggerhead between Governor Makinde and Wike, because remember in the last election, both of them, even of the People's Democratic Party, we all know their stand and their position in ensuring that the current president also gained that particular office. But now the table, seem to have turned. That relationship do not seem to be good now, because Makinde is holding one camp, Wike is holding another camp.
Ayo, let us not even bother ourselves. What does Makinde believe in, and what does Wike believe in? Ideologically.
Good morning to you.
Nothing.
Hello, good morning. Hello, we can hear you. Please go ahead. We can hear you loud and clear. All right.
So what I'm saying, what do they believe in? Call Wike now, ask him, what is your political ideology? Nothing. Call Makinde, what do they... It's not about, I believe in education. I believe in welfareism. I believe...
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, Happy New Week to you.
Happy New Week to you too. Happy New Week. Thank you, Mr. Gbenga.
Mr. Chukwemeka, I want to sing this song. I want to believe you recollect. There was a man that sang a song that said, I love my country, I no go lie. Those are people that have passion for Nigeria. And those of us that are still living, we have passion for this country. And we are believing that someday, God will smile on us in this country. But it's so pathetic that because of leaders that we kept having, they are not making us to see that the future is bright. The thing is that it's just greener on their own side. But to the side of the masses, we cannot even tell what the color is. See, people would have look at what LP did, the role they played in the 2023 election. They did very well to the extent that APC was able to beat LP through just a slight margin. If the force and the energy that was shifted towards the 2023 election by LP, if they could still maintain the thought and energy come 2027 election, I'm telling you, we forget about APC, we forget about PDP, but where is LP today? LP is forming a merger with some part of PDP, calling themselves Ada or whatever. So the thing is that assuming we have a candidate, a substantive candidate with the Nigerian can have assurance in. I'm telling you, we forget about any other political party. But the thing that is so much famous to me in Tinubu is that, it was voted in 2023, and this is his first 4 years, and he has spent 2 years doing what he has done, and the remaining 2 years that he used to use in governance has been used in trying the other governors to join them for the next. Is that what we are going to do for the next 2 years? That means governance in Nigeria for the next 2 years, I'm telling you, it's going to be buying the interests of other political parties into their own camp. I just pray that we have a leader that will take us to the promised land. God bless Nigeria. God bless West Radio.
Thank you so much, Binga Myra. Thank you so much for your contribution on the program this morning. You too can join the conversation. 0916 893 1000, 0915 334 893, or 0911 333 893. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
All right, sir. Good morning. Where's Radio?
Thank you so much. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Salami. I'm calling from Awoton.
Awoton. Good morning, Mr. Salami.
Good morning, Mr. Chukemeka.
Thank you, Mr. Salami.
All right, sir. Good to know that you are a farmer and a contributor to our national food basket.
Yes,
God bless you and other farmers across Nigeria.
Thank you, sir.
And may the Lord heal our land.
Amen.
So that there will be security for farmers.
Amen.
On their farms.
Amen.
Okay, that said, concerning let me start with the guy in Burkina Faso. I wish him well, and may God continue to be with him. For me, I know that Burkina Faso has already been blessed with some radicals like that, who eventually turned out to be revolutionaries for that country. I can remember Thomas Sankara in the 90s or the so that's just it. But there's something there I want us to look at it critically from that Burkina Faso experience. Does it mean that democracy has never produced the right candidate for Africa? I don't know, because I don't know. Is this same Burkina Faso that produced the likes of Gbagbo and the rest? And it will come to Nigeria too. I don't think, since 1999, I cannot say this any tangible thing that democracy has done for Nigeria. It's a democracy that brought society back. There was nothing like society before 1999. It was through democracy that we purchased darkness instead of light for $16 billion and the rest. And coming back to what is happening now, we can all see what is happening. I just want to appeal to African leaders. I'm coming back from President Tinubu to just because as far as this government is concerned, honestly speaking, I cannot say this is the direction the government is heading to, other than, to me, what I can say is maybe try by error. Let's do this, let's do that. Not, honestly speaking, nothing fascinating about the government so far that I've seen. And also quickly on the issue of the PDM, the Hurricane Tinubu, you read this morning that 5 more governors will be, but let them pack all the governors from PDP. Let them even just empty the vote for PDP and other parties. But what I can say is that what will be, will be. That is just it. I just want to appeal to the elite class, because I can say that our politicians ride on the back of our elite class because they know we will not vote. I just want to appeal to the elite class to do the needful. Let's devote like 2 hours on that election day to go and vote. Honestly, your vote, my vote, will count, will make the difference. Go be Nigeria.
Thank you so much. God be with us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And let me take it from Mr. Salami's point there. And also, if our politicians are ready for 2027 in June 2025, then we should all now be ready to be involved, which is make a decision to vote now. You know, early campaign, in quotes now, is what we seem to be getting now. Early conversation about 2027. Then right now, we should now start electoral education powerfully, because we now have enough time. You have enough time to now rethink, this is why I stopped voting in time past. This is why I should vote now. I believe that, our conversation should start going in that direction now, so that we too, while they are getting set, Nigerians are also getting set too, especially the elite, so you are not at home and eating your sandwich and your tea on election morning saying you're not going to vote because your vote would count. If we can vote, come out in our numbers, it will definitely
yes,
count.
the problem of the elite in Nigeria is that they are compromised. You understand? Many of them don't, because they have little change in their pockets and they can eat well and sleep. No, forgetting that if you are the only rich person in the midst of poor people, you are in danger. You understand? They too should come out this time around to vote. Yes, it's a good submission for Nigerians to start early to campaign for Nigerians' participation, active participation of everybody coming out with their PVC. Come out and vote. Come out and make sure that yes, you cast your vote, and don't listen to anybody telling you because you are from the same religion. You are suffering now. You are suffering. Don't let anybody tell you because it's from my tribe. Do you know the most laughable thing? If your tribe man is a governor, how has he changed your narrative as a person? Nothing. If your tribe man is the president, has he brought? You wake up in the morning, you invoke his name, food will appear on the table because he's a tribe man. People don't seem to understand that poverty has no tribe. Suffering has no religion. Everybody, when rain falls, it falls on everybody's houses. So Nigerians must wake up, and that is where I call on National Orientation Agency. But it appears that all they're after is they are even not, because I remember the days of MAMSA, Professor Jerry Ghana, he did a lot. And you discover that Nigerians must be well prepared, must be well educated. Faith-based institutions must come on board on this score and let Nigerians know that, look, this is our country. We determine who becomes our leader and the offices they occupy. If we keep quiet and believe that, it doesn't concern me, it concerns us. Because at the end of the day, elections have consequences.
Election have consequences. You can join the conversation on our Facebook page. Drop your comment right there on our Facebook page, Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, Wells Radio 893 FM fan page on Facebook, and we will definitely take your comment on our Facebook page. You can also reach out to us on our WhatsApp line, live in the studio right now, 0915 499 893, 0915 499 893. PDP and marking this story, that's big on the punch this morning. APC launches fresh move to pull 5 governors. Of course, that's another drama, going on right there, in the People's Democratic, All Progressives Congress, APC. Now let's talk about this story in Benue State. Again, armed headers invade Benue community and kill 4 police officers. Another sad story coming in from, Benue State this morning. All right, at least 4 mobile policemen were feared dead in a fresh Sunday afternoon, attack on Udai community in Guma, a local government area of Benue State. The community is less than 15 minutes drive from Yawata community that was equally invaded over 2 weeks ago by armed bandits in the area. It was gathered that the murderers who launched the attack at about 11 a.m. also attempted to storm neighboring Daudu, but were repelled by a combined team of security agencies and the youth of the area. 15 minutes drive from, the last community that experienced attack in the last, 2 weeks. The president was in Benue to speak on that matter. I remember the president charging, chief security officers present to do something. I remember saying something about Christopher, I'm sure you're not tired of being in the bush, only to then 2 weeks after get another attack.
And we are pulling 5 governors to join our. That goes to show you where the good book said, where your treasure is where your heart will be. Nigerians are dying in droves, and we are not launching offensive against armed headers that are killing Nigerians. We are launching offensive to pull 5 governors to our own party. God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria. This morning, let's look at 1 or 2 more stories before we go this morning on the Vanguard. All right, this one says, insecurity, no insurgent group is more powerful than Nigeria. Coming from General Ijoma, retired. All right, the general is saying something here. that no, insurgent group really is more powerful than Nigeria.
Thank God the man is retired. You say he's retired. He doesn't know what is going on.
Why do we get some of it? Yesterday, I stumbled on another interview of a former retired commissioner of police. And all that he said as regards security is very timely, very reasonable. And sometimes I wonder, why didn't you make all of this statement when in office? You retired, say, 2-3 years ago. What's the difference between 3 years ago, security-wise, and now, security-wise? Not so much difference. Rather, seem to be getting, the volume seem to be getting louder as in line with the temperature of situation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, West Radio.
Yes,
Ayo.
good morning. Yes, good morning, Mr. George.
This is George.
Yes.
You cannot speak against your employer. There's no how any of them in power now, in the service now, going to speak against Tinubu. There's no how they will do it. You see what Wike is doing now. If he were to be in another party, though he's pretending to be in PDP, if he were to be in another party, they would have dealt with him long ago. That is just it. Wike was saying yesterday that they are now aiming at getting Bayelsa and River State to APC. Because if you look at what is happening between them and what's the name of this suspended governor of River State?
Fubara.
Fubara is already in APC. It's already in APC. And by the time they get those two, then they will not face the other side that Chukwuemeka is talking about now. You can't speak against who is paying you. Everything is on money now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. George. That's all we can take this morning. It is well with Nigeria. Chukwuemeka, let's go on the show.
Yeah. May God save Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Oyo State. Thank you so much for joining us on Perspectives Unlimited. Remember, at 8 o'clock this morning, we'll be live on 89.3 FM, Wales Radio, and also join Chukwuemeka and, of course, the other team on Wazobia platform at 10 o'clock this morning. Once it is 2 p.m. today on Inside Oyo State, I will be speaking to Comrade Akin Ade Ridwan, the SUG PRO of the Polytechnic Ibadan, and we're going to be looking at the name-changing situation, the Polytechnic Ibadan, or Omololu Olunloyo, the PRO of the Student Union Government, will be speaking to me at 2 o'clock. Up next is AM Sport with Sam Adelere. God bless you. Remember, food will never break your heart. Take breakfast. Good morning.